And in Nigeria, Lagos State is rapidly advancing in the All Progressives Congress's nationwide electronic membership registration, now trailing only Delta State and poised to take the lead within days. Party officials praised the state's grassroots mobilization, noting that Lagos, which began registration on January 5th, already ranks second nationally. APC National Secretary Ajibola Bashiru announced that over 2 million Nigerians have been digitally registered and verified in the first week of the exercise. The party's National Working Committee has empowered itself to replace state coordinators who failed to meet registration targets. In Ogun State, Governor Dapo Abiodun launched the exercise, describing it as a tool to eliminate manipulation and build a credible, transparent membership database. Kano APC leaders concluded a midnight stakeholders meeting, emphasizing the registration as vital for 2027 electoral success. And coordinator APC registration in Lagos State, who is also the party's state organizing secretary in Lagos, Ayodele Adewale, joins us now to review the exercise in one of Nigeria's most cosmopolitan states. Welcome to Rise News.
Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
Very good. I wish you the same. So, basically, what is the objective of the e-registration?
Well, the objective is to have its members register in a digitalized format. It also makes it very easy to pull up information at any time that is needed. And the world have moved away from the analog system of just writing on paper and shifting, into an electronic format. And the e-registration is also very unique in terms of looking at the various demography of interest that you have within the APC, gender and all whatnot. Now, from this system, you can see the number of male, number of female, right? You can look at the senatorial district, how the numbers are building up, even down to the local government, down to the wards and all of these things. So it helps you to plan effectively on how you want to improve on your systems.
All right. How has the response been? A few millions that we've quoted earlier on, but in your words, in Lagos?
The response has been very wonderful, very wonderful. By Monday, we would have come out to be first. By the midnight of Sunday, we would have surpassed Delta State, right? I'll be moving forward. You must not be quick to forget that Lagos is the most populous state in Nigeria. Delta have started their own registration for about 3 months, right? Lagos have only done its own for about 11 days. And you can see the turnout of people coming out because they really believe in this administration and they believe in the party.
All right. Is there any special benefits for those who register, electronically? People might be asking, yes, are you really a member of APC? So what's the big deal here?
The big deal is that we'll be able to capture you as our member, right? And the previous one, people were not asked to bring their NIN, right? With this one, we can actually see that truly Nigerians are registered. And with this one, we can also project the number of our members that have registered with the INEC. So it gives us a projection of the numbers to expect by the coming elections, right? So we need not worry. It's about planning effectively for the future and for the now.
All right. How does this e-registration help in accountability, transparency towards the polls, general polls by 2027, you think?
It's very transparent, very transparent. You just come down, I said before you, I give you my data and you plug it in. And the primary data that is most important is that you must be able to show your NIN registration. That brings you into the gateway. Right. The second of such, you must be able to tell us that you're registered. You are duly registered with the INEC, because it makes no sense if you're over 18 and you're not performing your civic responsibility. We want more people to take this opportunity seriously in order to come vote for our candidate. You understand? And so that we can also help improve on the livelihood of people within our nation, making sure that our standard bearers, get into office to carry out the plans and the objective of the party manifesto. You understand? And it moves our system forward.
Very good. Now, sometimes technology itself has some shortcomings, as it were. But what happens to the old manual list that you already have? I know at some point you'll have to harmonize with what you have digitally. So in case there's a shortcoming in that digital space. Do you have like a backup, as it were?
Oh, we have backups. We have several servers that are there. If a server is corrupted, other servers comes up. And talking about the old data that we have that is written on paper,
yes,
right? You must be mindful that a lot of people would have died, the older ones. Many people would have changed their location and all of that. So this e-registration afford them the opportunity to come on board and tell us that, look, I've moved away. I mean, I've moved from, say, the north. I'm now living in the east, right? We capture it for you there. And going forward, you can do this thing electronically yourself, you know, updating the systems and all of these things.
Now, I'd like your thoughts on this. Some critics claim the e-registration is a ploy by the APC to digitally manipulate the general elections by 2027. I'd like your thoughts on that. What do you say to those people?
I would say that statement is a distraction, right? You cannot manipulate anything. Like I said, the NIN cannot be manipulated. It is basically for an individual. So how do you manipulate something that is solely for you? It's like having your thumbprint.
Yeah.
It can't be manipulated. It only gives us an avenue to see our strength, right? To know our members and to easily communicate with our people and to also show them the activity of the party and to plan for them. Take, for instance, we want to plan for people with special needs. If you don't have their data, right, you don't know their common needs. So how do you plan for them?
Indeed.
Or you want to do a program that is centered on women, right? How do you plan for them if you don't have their numbers? You want to do a program that is youth-centered. How do you plan if you don't know their numbers?
Indeed.
So it gives the party an avenue to actually see these numbers in accordance to their demography and plan towards effective smoothing of the system.
All right. So is there a timeline towards this registration, or it's continuous, as it were?
No. The registration will end by the 31st of January, right? Okay. We started since last year, December. It will end by the 31st. And after that, we're moving towards our Congress, right? This registration also helps us to see what we have in terms of Congress. And it is geofenced. For instance, if I belong to a ward, I've been geofenced to my ward.
Okay.
I cannot move from my ward to another ward to come in, to go repeat the same process. So it limits you to where you are. So if you now move away from there, it doesn't capture you. So it makes it very accountable.
So when probably on the outcomes of the general elections, when it comes,
Definitely.
the e-registration is still useful in trying to at least bringing out the facts, as it were, to counter any form of litigations and that might arise from,
Yeah, they're very good. You know, I told you the first step was for our Congress, right? The Congress will now bring up various party officials from the national down to the wards. Now, when it comes to elections, take, for instance, in Lagos, we register 5 million people, right? When the election process starts, within an hour or 2 hours, we can move our 5 million members to vote. So automatically, we know the results that we're expecting from members of the party, right? Take, for instance, again, each member of the party brings in just 2 people. So it will be 5 times that number. So the number is growing, right? So it helps us project towards our victory when that time comes.
And for those who haven't, they're still probably hesitant towards registration, what do you have to say to that?
After the Congress, right? After the Congress, the avenue will be opened again. Because we also do not want to offend the electoral law, right? We do not want to breach it. So after the Congress, after the duration of what the law permits, then the leadership of the party will agree to open it up again so that it becomes a registration that at any time you can come in, register, and we all move ahead.
Very good. Comrade Ayodele Adewale, Coordinator APC e-registration, Lagos State, would like to thank you for your thoughts on those issues.
Thank you for having me. And I like your new studio.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.